and everything. It is like running in my blood. So traveling is something that was always there in my mind, and thankfully I had good companions like my friends, childhood friends. So we kept on sharing good ideas about, like, whenever we are on mountains, we are hiking, we are trekking and all. Let's do something into travel industry. And hence, after giving my 12th year of experience in corporate, we started our own startup by the name Itwara Tours and Travels. Okay. So initially we started our homestays in Rishikesh. Now slowly and gradually we are expanding our business. So now we have another footstep in Goa, and there are few more locations in our kitty. Learning and development was already there in my, I can say, in my behavior, and I was always passionate about learning. And still I'm learning. Like, whosoever I meet, I try to grasp as much as I can. So that's all about me.
So this, the last program we had at Rishikesh with identity and mindfulness. We had an outbound program at Rishikesh with her.
Okay.
Yeah, and to property. It was very good actually. Very good.
Beautiful.
And we all enjoyed.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So
over to you.
Hi, my name is Inderpreet. So I have 9 years of experience in L&D and into HR ops. So I've been into different industry, even hospitality as well. E-learning, IT and telecom. Currently I'm working with Evident, that is into cloud platforms and cloud services. We are Google partners. And with 3 hyperscalers, which is AWS, Azure and Google. So I got the opportunity to be in project management now. So I'm a project analyst for Google Business Group. So I work on the specialization part, which needs a renewal, and sometimes we need a MSP audit. That's what I do, and I keep on trying to learn more because it's almost a scratch for me. But what I feel is I learn a more coordination because it's a global coordination now, and my profile has become vast. So I learn a coordination, I learn a project skills. So that's my role currently.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Pardon.
Hiring and firing.
With our current situation, pardon me for that. I'll be quick. So my name is Shivani, and I am a person from the HR and L&D for some time. So with 20 plus years of experience in this space, I've worked with organizations like IBM, Kotak, Manpower Consulting. And since some years I've been a freelance trainer, so I train people on various behavioral skills on various aspects of different industries, and I thoroughly enjoy what I do. Because I always take it as a platform where I share what I know and I also learn from each person that I interact with. So I really enjoy this space.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Sarah has already introduced yourself now.
So I think I was just thinking that this is probably the most difficult question to answer because I work as a cultural trainer and corporate and management trainer. So I'm saying cultural trainer because when I'm talking to Japanese audience, I have a different introduction. So thinking where to start from. I have around 26 years of experience in learning and development. I started as a Japanese language instructor at Delhi University, and then I moved to Japan and I worked for about around 50 plus companies as a freelance trainer, and I am still continuing with few of my clients back here in India also. I was in Japan for over a decade, and I teach Japanese language. I talk about the cultural practices followed in the eastern part of the world and in India. And I'm also working as an emotional assessor for a couple of organizations now. And I keep on learning and keep on expanding my scope. And I think some time back, Sir said that, I'm so sorry. Actually, okay. I think learning is a continuous process. So if I talk about everything, it will take a lot of time. So I'll just cut it short. I love to be part of the organizations or say institutes, and also the communities like I was very happy, honestly, to tell you, when I first heard about something happening at Delhi chapter. The reason why I joined the ISTD around 2 years back was to understand Indian market in terms of learning and development, because I have a very strong feeling when we look at the statistics, we have less than 10% population which is skilled compared to the developed advanced economy. So I wanted to see myself that how it actually is taking place in India and in Indian sector. You know, I mean, like we're lacking in manufacturing sector, so that's how it started. And I was very happy to hear about this initiative, Manthan. I said at least finally we have a community, because in Japan when they say community, or in Hindi if you call Sangathan, Sangha, they're not talking about religion. They're talking about learning and development. It can be any sector. It can be medical. It can be literature. It can be any domain. But here in India, the moment you say Sangha, Sangathan, it has to do with religion. So it kind of restricts. It is restricting your mind, to think beyond that. So.
Sangha necessarily means some kind of ideology you believe in.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's
Right.
So this kind of community gathering where there's no harm in talking or gossiping about things that are happening around you, but at least 40 to 50% time you're spending on learning something.
That's right.
So that is what connected me, and I am thankful to everybody present here, especially Dr. Anba for starting this initiative. And thank you so much for everything. I got it here because I don't know where to.
Thank you.
I said, go on.
I missed getting your name, ma'am. Sorry.
Ritu. My name is Ritu Kochur Mishra.
Wow.
And I work with the name Rikomi, which is abbreviated,
Wow.
I
like that.
So you can call me Rikomi. I'm a Punjabi, married to a Brahmin. So, and because as I told you, I was in a different culture. They don't have T, U as the sound. So Ritsu. And then Kochur changed to some other sound. So finally I said, okay, let me, bring it to
Japanese-fied.
Japanese.
Is there a meaning in that?
Ritu Kochur Mishra is
That I understood.
yeah, so actually in Japanese, Ri is ideal, Ko is something that is of high elegance or taste, and Mi is attraction.
Wow.
So anything with a high, taste for refinement or a desire for refinement will have attraction in it. This is how I write it down.
Good.
Ritu, you said emotional assessment.
Yes, psycho-emotional assessment.
Very personal question. Whom did you admire emotionally strong here?
In this room,
Yeah.
I think
You can tell me later.
No, she has already told Dr. Walia.
Okay.
everybody has a different aura, and everybody
Actually.
has a strength and a weakness.
Yeah.
Sometimes that comes on the table.
Exactly right.
And when I'm talking about emotional assessments, I'm making sure that the other person is absolutely comfortable while talking.
And it's dynamic in nature. It's not never static.
Yes.
Thank you.
Today you may like someone, tomorrow not necessarily you like him. It's a dynamic.
Yeah, but then we are talking about the strength and the weaknesses of the person.
Yes.
So by highlighting and appreciating the strength, you can kind of make person more confident about himself or herself, and at the same time, through training intervention, you can work on the weaknesses together.
Exactly right.
That comes under coaching also.
That comes from the coaching, right. Leena.
I'm Leena Sharma Hariri. I'm a lawyer by profession and trainer and learner now. I had a lot of learning today. I was standing for 26 years plus. Like she mentioned, I'm also an author. I tried to write something and try to make sense out of that. And yes, I'm training also on corporate law, HR laws, and cost laws.
And she is the vice chairman of our ISTD Delhi chapter also, and she is very, very dynamic and helpful lady.
Yes,
And
right.
she has a very
Thank
heavy surname, Zami.
That's on my head. I can't help it.
Good.
Yeah, I'll keep it that short actually.
Good, right. Thank you very much. So,
My name is Subhash Chandra Chankara. My career as well as mental setup has been twin-faced. In fact, I started my career in the finance and accounts. Later on, by virtue of compulsion, switched over to personnel. And thereafter, say more than 35 years, I've been working on both the sides. And it is mainly because of the qualification also. From the studentship till I retired, my objective has been hard work and learning the things which I don't know.
Good.
A new thing which come across, I will go to the depth of it and will try to know. And after retirement, I have been working on the training and placement side also. In fact, it is Mr. Gupta who persuaded me, I'll say, I was his boss, he persuaded me to become member of the ISTD. And simultaneously, I have been a professional member of Delhi Management Association also. And later on, in the college also, Hansel Institute of Technology, later on became university. I have been training and placement professor. But the other aspect which I told is the financial accounting and tax matters. I look after for my family of 8 members by and large, daughter-in-law and son-in-law, all 8 members. I look after their tax matters. And rather, I'll say the CA who filed the return for us, because frankly speaking, I'm not much computer savvy. But otherwise, manually, my CA, I prepare the draft, and CA tells me, सर आपकी रिटर्न भरते हो तो मुझे टैक्स का काम करना पड़ता है. Rather, he sometimes asked me, सर किस सेक्शन में है ये जो आपने रिबेट लिया है? I tell him, and somehow it is because of that learning aptitude. I still, since 80, I am member of ISTD. And I still continue. I have been, rather I would say, just nominated by the inspiration of Professor Vinaysheel Gautam. I have been treasurer, just nominated. He told me, Subhash, you have to take over as treasurer. Uncontested. I had become treasurer of and I did that job
very professional.
marvelous.
Very professionally.
Still, Professor Vinaysheel Gautam, when I ring him up somehow, or when he comes over here, he hugs us. Because of that cohesiveness we have been.
Great man.
Nice.
And
पुराने
still-
आदमी बड़े डेडिकेटेड थे. विनयशील गौतम में तो
उनका बहुत नाम सुना है.
They used to bring people together and they know how to
I
build
think
groups.
I told many people, sometime in 82 or so, the person who was looking after the accounts of the society, Delhi chapter, he had expired. He was an aged person. Professor Vinaysheel Gautam told me, he was chairman of chapter that time. He told me, Subhash, you have to come on Saturday, second Saturday we had off. Second Saturday, Green Park was the office of Delhi chapter. You have to come there and take over the things, take things home and prepare the accounts. I myself wrote the accounts by my own hand and prepared the balance sheet and other things well intact.
That was a good time, right?
Great.
And still, the accounting or financial aspect. I cannot leave, I cannot go for good.
Yeah.
Even छोटी सी इंस्टेंस बताता हूँ. The day 19th May 2000 rupee note was demonetized. Around 9 o'clock, I got on WhatsApp RBI notification about this demonetization, along with another chat containing 4 or 5 pages explanatory notes of each clause. And that I, in my own turn, I sent it to people who were known to me in various banks. What accounting? 8 banks somehow, HDFC, ICICI, and other banks also. I sent them, and in the morning they wrote to me, "Thank you very much, sir."
That's
The reason, they will get the notification or the order through their back end office only after
Couple of
a day or so. But I sent them both it. So I had sent in my own interest. So that when I went to exchange the notes, they should not be able to say, "No, sir, ye nahi hoga, ye hoga, ye hoga." Notification is already there. You cannot say anything about it. So somehow, till now, even when I came over here, I did something. Children have got the FDs and other things. I keep a record of interest, the prospective interest. I mark myself from advanced tax point of view. And that is normally not different from what is credited by the bank.
Nice.
Right, sir?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes.
Myself, G.S. Bawa. I am former General Manager, Public Relations, Airport Authority of India. Served there for 3+ decades. So now we retired 2016. And retirement, good point of time. I had been member of various societies. Whenever I used to change a department, I used to join the concerned society. So when I was in charge of the training development in Airport Authority, I joined ISTD. So when I was in computer section, MIS development, I joined the Computer Society of India.
Oh.
When I took over the PR, so I joined the Public Relations Society, Delhi. And civil aviation and tourism, my hardcore function. So I am part of the FAST Foundation for Aviation and Tourism. So all these caps which I have used over a period of time, I am member of those societies. And maybe probably the God has told me that when you retire, you need something to hang around, because making friends is my passion. So that's the reason I am here. But this society was in dormant mode for many years. I used to come when the function used to happen in Vigyan Bhavan level. But now, over a period of time, this was taken over or hijacked by some, but now is again coming back to public domain. So I am sure with people like you joining, it will become more vibrant, and we will continue to associate more deeply. Right? Forward to
Yes, sir.
and
By any chance, are you also a Toastmaster member? Toastmaster International?
nahi, sir. No, nahi.
Actually, we need more people in Delhi.